There was a drummer who was highly skilled in drumming. He also had a team of good dancers. The drummer and his dancers were so skilled that the king of Nobu had state regard for them. Each time another king or queen visited Nobu, it became mandatory that the drummer and his dancers should perform. More often, after their performance, the visiting queen or king must invite the drummer and his dancers to perform in his or her palace. They were good performers. This made them to be very popular. As pride would sometimes have its usual control over the lives of some of us who cannot control it, so it stirred up the mind of the drummer, who decided to know how popular he was among his people. In order to achieve his desire, he traveled to another village and told his wife to announce to his people that he died while returning from a journey. The drummer actually went on a 3-month journey with his dancers. He wished to return after his wife had announced his pentacious death. 3 days after he embarked on a journey with his dancers, some of his fans came to ask after him. His wife told them that her husband and his dancer got drowned while returning from a journey on a ferry boat which capsized. The entire community heard it in a swift. All his fans cried and wailed. The king in particular was not happy because the drummer and his dancers had been his only means of entertaining his guests. To honor them, the king declared 6 weeks of mourning for his subjects and animals. Everybody, including Beast, observed the mourning for the stipulated time. The king also made provision for the bereaved families to enable them to do the burial ceremony of their people, and later for the widows and the children of the dead. As time healed wound, another promising drummer came up within the community with more energetic and articulate dancers. Within a short time, the fame of the new drummer and dancers overtook that of the old drummer and his dancers. On one occasion, the king's friend visited him, and the king decided to encourage them to enhance their performance. The king told them to request for anything that would enhance their performance. They made their request, and the king honored it. On the morning of the young maiden's feast, when the new drummer and dancers were expected to perform for the public, the old drummer and his dancers appeared from nowhere. The few people who were present at the venue then were surprised. Shortly, the news spread like wildfire, and the entire members of the community came out to see if what they heard was true. However, the king also heard, and he sent one of his servants to confirm if what he heard was true. The king's servant came back to tell the king that what he heard was true. The king invited the old drummer and his dancers to his palace, and when they came, the king welcomed them and asked them where they had been. The drummer told the king that they intended to test their popularity, and that now that they knew how popular they were back to take their position. The king was glad they came back, but refused to allow them take their former position as his drummer and dancers. The king told them that there was another set of drummer and dancers. The old drummer and dancers begged and cried to regain their position, but they could not. They regretted what pride has done to them. Lessons. Would you unnecessarily decide to test your popularity at the expense of your profession?
Leave a comment on your thought about this story. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more knowledgeable stories.